Lent begins. That train starts and stops you. Lent begins, as we all know, with Ash Wednesday. And the ashes on our forehead really remind us in a very vivid, visceral way, we're going to die. We don't know when, but it's going to happen. Here's the amazing thing about our God. When we die, we're given what we most desire. Whatever we desire most when we die, that's what we get for all of eternity. So if it's something less than infinite love and infinite life, that's what we get for all eternity, and it will make us miserable. But if we have learned to take in our desires for what is infinite away from finite things and back onto God, if we learn to redirect our desires in the correct way, then when we die wanting the infinite one, God Himself. And that's what we get for all of eternity. Lent is the season where we, with all humility, recognize we love things more than we love Jesus. There are times where we love TV, a text message, cookies, you name it. We put all sorts of things above Him. We think, I have this longing to be loved and noticed and cared for. I'm going to take it to this group of people. I'm going to take it to this post on social media. We take our desires to things and people other than the Lord. Lent is the time where we acknowledge that and we begin to fast from those things. Not because these people or things are evil, but because our relationship with them needs to be transformed. So that as we get to Holy Week and we follow Jesus into His suffering and death, what we have died to, as St. Paul calls it, are all the disordered passions or all the twisted up desires and longings, so that what can rise is that we become alive for God in Christ Jesus. That we live as men and women in this world alive with a burning desire for the infinite. Then every person and everything we experience becomes a little taste and a little sign of the kingdom we're eager to be in. The Church knows this so well that she gives us 40 days of fasting and 50 days of feasting in Easter. She wants us to know that heaven, being with God, is a great feast. It's not famine. But in order to prepare ourselves there, we're all wounded, and we need the medicine of Lent to transform us, to recognize how much grace we really need to direct our longings to the one who satisfies. May this Lent be that healing and that powerful, so that whenever that day comes, you and I die with peace and joy.